Hello everyone. I'm going to show you how I would do CI/CD using GitHub Actions, Docker, and GCP Cloud Run. And what I mean by that is how can we automate the process of deploying a new revision of our applications when we commit code to our repository. So specifically, you can see here that I have a commit hash, IE5D. So if I jump over to my repository and look at my actions, I can see my latest commit is 1E5D. So that commit SHA right here corresponds to this guy right here. I'm going to prove to you that this works in real time after you make a commit. So I'll say demo for the social networks. Okay, so I've made a change. I'm going to add it. And I'll say add a PLC statement with a demo for social networks. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and run a git push, and we pushed our code. Now, if we jump over to our GitHub Actions, we should see here in a second. There we go. We've kicked off a build within our repo using GitHub Actions. So what's going to happen is essentially our GitHub workflow defined in a YAML file will start being run, and it's just going to go from top to bottom, following whatever definitions and configurations we made. So specifically, signing into Docker, creating a new image, replacing a couple of lines of code using with SHAs and links to the commit, and lastly, uploading the image to GitHub GCP. Or my bad, GCP Cloud Run. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that if I click this guy, you can see that our latest commit will point towards, or my bad, this link right here will be dynamic, and it will point toward our latest commit, which triggered that build. Additionally, it will kick off a new revision within GCP's Cloud Run service. So GCP Cloud Run, it's kind of, for anyone who hasn't used it before, it's a little bit scary, but essentially it's just a service that allows us to host our applications in the cloud. And I thought it'd be fun to demo this for people who don't know. So anyway, I made a push that kicked off a build within GitHub Actions. We can see that successfully triggered, and it completed without an error. And the commit SHA is B418. If I look back here at the revisions, if I refresh this guy, we can see that we do have a new revision. The web service, the web app, was deployed again. And if I look at the logs inside of our logs of GCP and run a query to see what the latest update was, you can see that our service worker was deployed right here. So we had one of these guys, basically this one here, startup TCP probe. So essentially that's runs whenever a new container has started up within the Cloud Run infrastructure of Google. Okay, so sorry, that's a lot of big words. Last thing, B418. So now my expectation is that if I refresh this page right here, we should see B418. So I refresh this guy, and I do see that commit SHA. And if I open up the link, you can see that we do have our demo for social networks, and that also reflects here in our UI. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope it was kind of cool. I'm kind of curious whether or not anyone in my network would be interested in learning some of the other more complicated things, such as like environments or different deploys, like which app we want to deploy to, or which set of configurations we should choose. Like how might we go about doing that in a way that's scalable? Thank you for your time.